Good morning, my friends. Welcome back. It's Tuesday morning. I hope you're all doing good. I thought today just have an easy craft. Well, pretty much just like yesterday was an easy craft with file folder. If you don't have file folder, use cardstock, and we're going to make one of these little flip things. I'm not going to do these. I'll show you an alternative, but it could be added inside a journal. Let me just, of course I didn't grab anything ahead of time, but you have your folded paper and you can tuck it in, and that way you'll have your page here, and then that'll be a flip on your other side. I'll show you what I mean. I just need to get paper. I thought I was organized, but sometimes best laid plans. So you could have this, say that's your page in your journal, and it could be, you slip it onto a page, so you have this and a belly band, and then you have your page, and then you flip it to the other side, and you have a pocket. This was made from a junk mail envelope, and so that would be the opposite side, right? Okay, so we are going to make one of these. I'm just checking to see what I did here. That's kind of funny. So I added a junk mail envelope onto the other flip, and wow, I made this a long time ago, and I don't know that I did it on video, so it's kind of nice to see it. So like I said, cardstock, file folder. This is a file folder, 8.5 by 11, and I scored it at 3 and then at 7 1/4, and that gives you your flaps. You can play around with the measurements if you want. If you do a tall, skinny, your measurements will change, right? The height might stay the same, but the width would be different because this would have to be skinnier. So yeah, so anyway, that's what we're going to do. So I have a junk mail envelope here, and of course it's too large, but that's okay. I have napkins, I have stencils. I just grabbed whatever I have in front of me. These are some Tim Holtz wallpapers. I don't know if they have specific names, and they're both the same. I thought they were different, but that's what we're going to use. And so we'll get things dressed. You can use book page, music page, whatever you like. This is my Deer Slayer book. It is so old, but I am just going to start gluing. I have some stamps. And then the two flaps that are in the center, they will be added as well. So let me get, I'm just gonna get this. I just need to see. That's way too skinny. So I hope you're all doing well. I still have my cold, but it happens. So I'm gonna measure there. I'm just gonna give that a quick cut and then make 2 flaps. And when you cut your, if you're gonna do flaps, just make sure you give yourself an extra 1/2 inch on either one, because you're going to need that 1/2 inch for your gusset, your flap. I'm just getting instead of getting my scoreboard out, I'll just use this. So I'm just putting it at the 1/2 and scoring just like that, and then I'll cut doesn't need to be too long. If I do the same as this, this one's going to go at the bottom as a pocket. And then my taller one, that's the same length. It's going to be the height just shy of the height, which is 8.5. So I'm going to cut this at 8.25 because I want it to be tucked into, and then add extra, Brenda, because I need to do a flap. So I'll do it at the half. There we go, and that works nice. Here's my there we go. And so this will be at the top. So then this is going to go here, and it goes in between both of the score marks. And then this one's going to be at the bottom as a pocket. And I want to make it shorter, actually. It doesn't need to be that long. There we go, that's better. Okay, so we'll add those on. And I'm just going to add glue to the bottom. I'm using my Fabri-Tac because that's what I have sitting here. So figure might as well use it. In between the two score marks. And then this will go inside here, and then it'll close up like that. And then when you add tags or whatever to the pocket, then it'll help keep this down as well. Mind you, it won't go anywhere. So, but they're just quick, easy projects, and that's what I was aiming for today. I put a thumb notch in here, so I'll just do that. You can ink it all up. You don't have to if you don't want to. I'm going to make it shorter. I know. So it's about 8. That's better. I just didn't want it to be as long as I had it. So there we go. So let's grab some napkins. We're just gonna play. Look at that. Gorgeous. Gorgeous bird. Right? It can be ripped and added, and that's what I like, that look. It doesn't have to be the whole entire area for cover. You can just pick different areas and add, right? Because you can add stamping and other things there. I just want to take a little bit off because it was a little too wide. Still is, but that's okay. Let's just add it. Tom went to the store, so the house is quiet. Well, not that it's ever noisy when he's around. I didn't mean that. That's funny. So there we go. There's that. And the purple will dry clear, in case you're wondering. This is School Glue Disappearing Purple from Elmer's. But I like it. It works well and it keeps things glued down. Oops, sorry about that. can wait till it's dry, but I'm doing video. I'm not going to wait for it to dry. Is not a sweet bird. Okay, I'm going to tear this just like that. And then it's under the pocket. And then you can ink. Oop, I didn't put glue there. There we go. And I don't know how much ink's on here, if any. Not much. But you can use any color. This is a fun project to, you know, use your colors and just make things pretty. My other one is very, very vintage looking, but it's all fun. And so then on the bottom pocket, I'm just going to get into these wallpapers, I think. The colors kind of go nicely together. And I'm just going to grab one and but you can use your scraps too. It's a great project to use your scraps. You don't have to have everything precise. If you like the look of the file folder, it's nice to have it peeking out from your from your paper and stuff. I'm just going to tear this side. Might as well be consistent, as long as I remember. Just like that. Whoa, oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. There we go, and then a pocket can be added to that, a little tuck spot, you know, whatever you would like to use. Let me grab it. And this side won't be seen because I'm going to add that envelope to it. So I'm just going to put this book page down. Can't use this book page to make pockets or anything because it's so fragile. So I'm using it as a collage or backing onto like projects like this. So there we are, and a belly band will be on the other side. So, oh, this is beautiful. These wallpapers are just stunning. I love them. They're so pretty. Grab my ruler. I just have this ruler sitting here. I might as well use it. And then that'll be good to use. This is thicker paper, so I'm just going to use my Fabri-Tac. I need to close that pocket up, but I'll just wait a minute. And so belly band can go here, and you can use, you know, your cardstock again and dress it, stamp on it. So I'm going to use my cutter for this one. And I don't know how wide do I want it. Let's do the height. Oh, goodness, Brenda. Had to get the messy part off. So I'm going to do the height at 8.5 because that's how tall our folder is, and maybe 1 3/4 inches. I think I'll do it that wide. Yeah, that'll be all right. So this one you can put book page on it and stamp on it. I think we'll stamp. We'll grab a book page. We got all kinds of them here. Oh my goodness. They are everywhere here. Okay. Grab my glue stick. I'll trim it all when I'm done. Just oh, a wrinkle in there, that's okay. I like it. Wrinkles are good. Grab another one of these. I know my glue book is sitting beside me and yeah, not using it. Okay, so I'm going to cut this off, grab some stamps. I feel like I'm in slow motion today. So there we go. Take off this little bit. But you can use any kind of stamps. You can use numbers, words, birds, butterflies. I mean, you know, you can pick. This is just flowers and bugs and stuff. I've got this lovely butterfly. Oh, I was hoping I left my stamp block here, and I did. And so this is a mossy meadow. Oh my goodness, I haven't even opened it. Crazy. There we go. We'll see if it works. It's pretty old. Looks like it. It's a beautiful green. Beautiful. And put one at the bottom on the old book page. Oopsie. And maybe that way. Gorgeous. Something a little different than using the black. And then that will go here. I'm not sure why it's a little longer, but figure it out. I only put glue on the bottom because it's looks to be a little longer than my actual book or folio. So there we go, and then I can just trim that off, which is good. Can ink. I'm not going to take the time to ink. There we go. That looks beautiful. Okay, let me glue this down. I'll take that out for now. Oops. And it's because I'm not going to add the little things for it to open. That's why I'm making it a pocket, and I just closed the one side. I'm just going to make a mark here so I can cut it. There we go. It's not going to have the same inside as the other one, but I don't think it matters. And then I can just add glue to the sides that shouldn't be open. There we go. Doesn't take too long to alter a envelope, that's for sure. And so that'll sit there and it'll be a pocket. So let me just, what did I do with the other one? Oh, I added napkin to it. And then that will sit there as an added bit. So, we have mushrooms, of course. Just gonna break this down. There we go. Let's do it. Yes. Get my glue book. There we are. And I can do it corner to corner, edge to edge. Oops. And I'm not leaving the window. Obviously, I'm going to put it right over top this time. Normally, I would take advantage of the window, but not this time. Oh, there we go. If there's wrinkles, that's okay. I'm not worried about wrinkles. Wrinkles just add character and texture. So there we are. I've been trying not to cough because it's pretty harsh and I don't want to turn the camera off. So there we go, and that piece can be used for something else. One more side. Let's hope I don't cut my envelope open. You can use an emery board. You can use a sanding block to take these off. You don't have to cut. Look at how good that looks. Did I glue it shut? No, no, no. Nope, there it goes. Beautiful. And you can give it a torn look if you want. I didn't have to do it there. You can still see the cameras there. I'm okay with that. And so I'm going to, I think I glued the whole entire thing down. I did. Okay, I was just checking. For this, I'm going to use the heavier glue, making sure I get those corners. But these can be adapted to any way you want. You can create them any way you want to, which is wonderful. So there we go. I just didn't put a thumb notch in there, of course. And see, on this one, I left it blank, and then I just did a bunch of stamping. So this was the back side of the envelope that I had used there, but I wanted to use the napkins because I have them sitting here, so why not? There we go. And it's a white inside. It doesn't have the design of the other envelopes with the inside. So there we go. Just give it some color. Looks lovely. Yep, so I'll wait for that. So there's that. Got a belly band, got a big pocket. I did some die cutting the other day, so I have some tags, and they fit right in there. That looks really good. But this, I noticed, because I added the glue, it's not going to fit there now. So, I know, rethinking. So that'll go in there. So I may end up putting something there in order to hold it down, but that can go in there, just like that. Sorry, I was just rethinking something here, but I think what I want to do, let's just see something here. So if I shorten this, I know, right? All these thoughts in my brain. Let's just take that piece off. Yep, crafting on the fly here. And then now it will fit inside, just like that. And then I can add some glue. And I won't do it right to the top. I think that's what I did wrong. So, well, not wrong, but you know. So I did that, and then that can fit inside, just like that. And you can add pockets underneath. You can add paper, you know, whatever you would like to add. And I just have a couple of tags here. In there, got this teeny tiny one, but I want to make a pocket. Add a little tuck spot, little spider. There we go. I'm just going to add that right there, and I will put a little thumb notch in it. The more pockets, the better. There we go. And we got this little tag. Oh, let's pop this one in first. There we go. So we have the inside done. Right, my head was not even doing the outside at this point. How much time have we been on? Oh, I think we're okay. Let's just, oh, that is lovely. Very nice. Give it a little cut, but it goes pretty quick. So now I'm just going to add the front, and I'm going to do each piece. And it's obviously not going to be top to bottom, and I don't want it to be. I like to see the file folder. So I'm just cutting these pieces, and then we'll add them. And I'm going to keep those strips, of course, because those will be used. And then one more. Oh, it's lovely. Just right there. One more cut, and then we'll glue them down. There we go. Good, good. Okay, and so if you were inking, this is where you would ink. You can stamp all over this. You don't even have to add paper. You can collage on them. Yep, I wasn't feeling up to collaging today, so just this gorgeous wallpaper. If you know me at all, you know that I love Tim Holtz product, and when I receive stuff, I do hoard it for a while. I use it very sparingly, but you know, it's really time to use it, and so that's what I've been trying to do. That is gorgeous. So it took no time at all to do the outside. Just cut and glue. There we go. So pretty. And so each panel is different and has a personality of its own because it's just so pretty. So these are the elements that come in it. Oh, actually, I don't want to put anything on the back. And you can 3D things. You don't have to have glued flat, like, you know. But just remember, the more that you bulk things up, it's going to bulk up your journal. Or you can just have it as a standalone as well. It could just be on your desk, and you can make it all pockets, and so you can have ephemera bits that you're using in the pockets. That's so pretty there. I like it. What is this? Nothing. All right. Let's put something on the other panel because it will be closed. Oh, that's gorgeous. A little bit to come out here. Can add words. There we go. Excuse my reach. I've had, you know, spring is in the air, and I've just been thinking of spring and bright colors and sunshine. So here come the butterflies. I just had a whole bunch of different little things here. Stop and smell the roses. What else we got on here? These are things. They're like almost like chipboard. They're so thick. But so then that'll get closed, and that'll get closed. And look at such a pretty cover. on there. I really like that. And the butterfly was a good touch. Let's see, what else? Nothing, probably. I don't want to add too much to it because it will just take away from it. And that's the back. Oh yes, I needed to trim this, and then I think that'll be it. Just trim this little beauty. All right, so there we go. So it looks totally different than the first one I made years ago, but here we go. So that'll be the one side, and then we have a pocket, nice big pocket with the junk mail envelope. And we have a pocket and a flip that you can add more pockets in if you want, and then a belly band. And I just added this ticket and a tag to it, just like that. And then there we go. All right, I'm gonna leave it there for today. Hopefully that was good. Yeah, questions, comments, please leave them below, and hopefully you enjoyed it. And this is the original one that I did. So, a little grungier, but yeah, all right. Take care, God bless, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.